Hello, good morning, everyone. My name is Callen Feeney, and I'm here to represent Callen Feeney Enterprise. Today, we're going to introduce a new game for you. It's called Guess Which Element. So I'm just going to give you a brief overview of what this game is, and then I'm going to do a quick little demonstration with my lovely volunteer that so nicely agreed to help me out in demonstrating to you how to play this game. So the game is very similar to the game you may have grown up on called Guess Who. It is a two-player game where players ask a variety of yes or no questions to isolate and identify the opponent's hidden element. The first player to guess the opposing player's hidden element correctly wins. So materials you're going to need to play this game are 2 game boards with 24 elements on each, which you can see here in the picture. You're going to need 24 mystery cards, each matching one of the elements on the game board. You're going to need 2 players, age 12 plus, 5 to 30 minutes of free time. One game could take as little as 5 minutes, but if you want to play more, it's best to do maybe like 3 best out of 5 type of deal. And then a key to help identify parts of the elemental symbol. So the game setup, each player takes their game board of 24 elements and flips up all 24 elements as you can see here, and then they also pick a mystery element card and places it on the tape section of the board, keeping it hidden from the opponent. This mystery element card represents the element that your opponent has to guess and the element you have to answer the yes or no questions about. The player who drank water last goes first, trying to reward drinking a lot of water, beginning by asking the other player a characteristic found on one of their own visible elements on the game board. Examples include: is the atomic number of your element greater than 25? Or is the amount of valence electrons your element has 7? The player will then respond yes or no to the question based on the element that they picked up at the beginning, the mystery element card. Through the process of elimination, players will eventually be able to guess the name of the opponent's element. Each round will take anywhere from 5 to 30 minutes, like I said earlier, but please, I encourage you to play more than one round. It's a fun game. And it teaches you how to identify parts of the elemental symbol that we're going to see all throughout this year in chemistry. Each player gets 1 yes or no question per turn and may only guess the element to win the game once per game. If a player successfully guesses their opponent's hidden element, then they win, but if they guess wrong, they lose. So let's go through a quick example of what I mean here to play Guess Who. So you're going to need 2 players. Here's my lovely volunteer. Her name is Mocha, and she is almost 28 years old right now, so she definitely fits the 12 and up rule. So we have our 2 players, we have our 2 game boards, and then all we need to do now is pick the mystery cards. As you can see there, we have our mystery cards. And then I picked francium, and don't tell her, but I can see hers as well. She picked gold, but we're gonna play this game acting like we don't tell her because she's so. It looks like she's pretty happy to be here and be involved. So now that I've picked my card and she has picked hers, we're going to start asking yes or no questions to each other. And then based on the characteristics of my elements you see here. So it looks like she asked a question like, is your element a transition metal? And so she starts to put down the elements that are transition metals because mine is not a transition metal. That rules out those. So other questions she could have asked is your element a metalloid? Does it have 2 letters in it? Is it only 1 letter? Any of these sorts of yes or no questions will work. And then so here we're pretty far through the game here. You can see a lot of ours are both facing down, meaning we're ruling them out. We still have a couple left. You can see my gold is still up, indicating I haven't guessed it yet, and her francium is up. But we're nearing the end of the game here. So we're just going to add a few yes or no questions. Oh, and it looks like she won, and she's not acting smug at all about it with that face. She's definitely very, very happy, and she's not a sore winner. So you can see I put her gold next to mine, indicating that she guessed correctly. So thank you all for coming. I hope you learned, and I hope you have fun with this game. Thank you, and stay healthy, stay safe. And let's thank Mocha for participating so lovely. Yes, she did get a treat after this. She was so good.